It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the morning show on XL7. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Karen McKay. Again, look who's here with me. It's Scooty.
Whoop, whoop.
How are you today?
I am tired.
Me too. We've got the giggles already, so we're just going to giggle straight through the show today.
Yeah, that's bad. I think you got two people with no sleep
No
here
sleep.
today. So
Yes. So it is hot outside.
it is hot. It is. Yesterday was miserable. Today we're starting off so high. I think we're like 77 degrees right now.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
It is. Well, I have to, before we get too far into the, I have to tell you, I have kind of a little caveat, a little correction, from last Thursday. You know, when one of the fun facts, it was VJ Day, and it was August 14th. Well, the next day, I heard on the news, they were saying August 15th was VJ Day, and I thought, oh my goodness, did I make a mistake? But I did not. I just wanted
Did they make a mistake?
Did they make it? No. But I figured it out, and I researched this, and we were both right. The Japanese actually surrendered on August 14th, their time. But by the time the news hit the United States, it was August 15th. So you learned something else today, didn't you?
Man, my brain is full.
And happy National Potato Day. One of my favorite days of the year.
Okay, now I can live with that.
Oh,
now,
I like potatoes.
I'm a potato fan.
Anyway,
Pretty much. I don't like gratin potatoes.
Oh, you don't?
I'm not a big fan of those. But
hey, I love me some potatoes.
Yeah, I can eat hash browns. I can eat fries. I can eat regular potatoes.
Mashed potatoes, baked potatoes, au gratins. Well, you don't like au gratins, but
not a big fan of them.
But here's a question for you.
Okay.
Do you know what the traditional day to plant potatoes is?
Today?
Good guess, but no. It's actually St. Patrick's Day.
Really?
Yes. And that's the traditional, Irish potatoes. They had the whole big potato famine thing. But
See, you
St.
learn
Patrick's
something
Day,
new every single day.
But some farmers, the other traditional day is Good Friday. If you plant by the moon, some farmers, I guess, used to, or maybe still do, I don't know, plant by the moon cycles or something, and so Good Friday. So anyway, happy National Potato Day. Get out there and have a potato.
Yes, on Karen.
Somewhere, yes.
Have a potato on Karen.
So, anyway, that's all I got.
That's it.
That's all I got. I'm done.
All that for that. Well, we went to Quitman yesterday. Mountain Home played.
For football.
Yes, for football. Mountain Home played. They played Joe T. Robinson, which they're outside of Little Rock. But they met in Common Ground in Quitman. I think because they didn't want to commit to 2 years and happened to come here one of those 2 years. So I get it. But like you said, it was a hot day. They had two games, JV game and then the high school game, and it made for a long day.
How did the Bombers do?
They did good, really good. Now it is a benefit game, so it's not an actual game.
Oh, okay, not a season game.
So the varsity pretty much ran the first half and then just right into the second, and then they let some of the JVs come in.
Nice.
So at that point,
good.
we were tied, so we're kind of going with that.
Hey,
because once you put JVs in, nothing really matters. But there was a lot. I know that they got out of it. There was some stuff that we needed to clean up and stuff, and that's part of having these games, so you can see, hey, these are some of the things and some of the changes you need to make. But they did really well. From what I hear, Joe T. Robinson is a heck of a football team.
I'm sure.
That we were going against, so it was good.
Hey, we've talked about this before, but I'm a huge football fan, high school, college in particular. NFL's okay, but I am so looking forward because we're gearing up for opening season.
There you go.
The kickoff. Yes, so I'm excited. So go Bombers.
Whoop, whoop.
Good for them. When do they open their season? Do you know?
Well, we're off this week. I think it's next Friday is our first. Well, and it's not a conference either. So we've got may have a couple weeks before conference.
I hope it cools off a little bit for all of them, because I cannot imagine dressing out in all that gear, running up and down a field in 100+ degree weather. So.
Yesterday, and I like to see this, the refs took breaks for the water breaks.
Good.
And made them so instead of a coach having to call a timeout or whatever, the refs periodically would say, hey, we're taking a refs break.
Nice.
Let the kids get some water, hydrate. It was so hot yesterday that I would have expected to see more cramping.
But no.
Which tells me that the kids been working out in the heat and they're getting more acclimated.
That's
good.
We
played some games that it was just like cramps every couple minutes.
That's not fun.
But they did a great job, and I didn't notice a lot of that. So that was good.
I hope the Bombers and I hope all the teams out there have great seasons. I just love it. So go teams. Woo!
All right, we better get started. We got a show to do today.
Well, let's talk about Hospice of the Ozarks, who sponsored the morning prayer, 870-508-1771. They are the only not-for-profit hospice provider here in Mountain Home, Baxter and Marion County since 1979, and they are just wonderful people. They're very caring, supportive. They will get you the resources that you need for any end-of-life decisions regarding hospice care, or if you've got a chronic illness. They also have care coaching and resources for that, bereavement counseling. They have the hospice house, so give them a call. They are just great people, 870-508-1771. So let's start the morning with a good prayer, all right? Heavenly Father, we just thank you for this beautiful day, and we thank you for the opportunity to go through our day today and go about our business and just hopefully bring glory and honor to your name. We thank you for your Son, Jesus, that you sent to die for our sins, and we pray that you will walk with us today and help us to be kind and to reach out to those that you put in our pathway, and be with those who are sick, those who are grieving, those who have needs that you know about, but they may not share with others. And we just lift up everyone to you today and ask you to walk with us. So all these things we ask. In the name of Jesus we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right, quick word.
Quick word from the Z Team.
From the Z Team. Be right back.
Hi, I'm Bob Zador of the Z Team. I'd like to share something with you. Our team didn't need to reach everyone to be considered successful. We only needed the power of one. One person who was delighted with the way they were treated, helping them to reach their real estate goals. One person who told another person who told another, and so on. So if you're ready to buy or sell real estate, the Z Team would like to be your one. Give us a call. 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home.
And we're back on the morning show. All right, we were just chatting, and it's
time
like,
flies.
We're back. Yes, time flies. All right, well, weather brought to us by the Z Team. Hey, the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora, Century 21 Lemac. I don't know of enough good things to say about them. First of all, they're award-winning. They're relocation
They're award-winning from their customer service, which has got a lot to say about them.
Yes, and customer service, I mean, there's so many people who don't do customer service anymore.
Yep.
They just act like they don't care if they want your business or not. But Bob and Linda, the Z Team at Century 21 Lemac, they want to be your customer service team. You will not be sorry. 870-405-0793 or retire to arkansas.net, and they're just wonderful people. They're real estate professionals, experts, but they do make their living doing that. So if you're looking to buy, sell, have questions about the real estate market, give them a call. They'll be happy to help you with that. So can we go to the...
Let's take a look at the camera. We got the zoom-in camera. The wide-angle one is still down. We're waiting on the new camera to come in.
It's foggy, isn't it?
It is.
I mean...
Got a little smoke on the water.
Yeah. It looks like it's clearer in the distance than it is closer in. That's interesting.
Now, here's what it normally looks like on the wide-angle camera.
On a beautiful, clear day.
We will get it back.
We'll get it back one day. So, yeah, that's a pretty shot right there with the...
There's a boat on the water on the left side. I can see it floating down.
Somebody's getting some fishing in this morning before it gets too awful hot.
Yeah, I don't blame them. Get it done now.
Get it done now. The fish are just waking up. So
a lot of times it's not as bad when you're on the water.
That's true.
Because you got that coolness, the wind blows, and that
is true.
The river's pretty cold water.
But gosh, that is just beautiful.
It is.
That is. Hello there.
Hello, fisherman. Let's see you.
Gosh, I wish we were out there with them.
I know.
That would be. To me, that's like the best thing ever. Fishing. So, all right, can I go ahead and do some temperatures?
You
all
bet.
Right. Well, it is a hot morning here on Mountain Home right now. It is 77 degrees already. Harrison's at 73. Batesville is already at 76. Yaleville 74. Marshall 73. Salem and Mountain View are both at 75. Calico Rock is 75. West Plains is already at 78. Springfield 75. Poplar Bluff 74. And St. Louis already at 83 degrees. It is a hot one out there.
It is.
Already. And it is clear in our area. There's a little pop-up storms there. Oklahoma, Kansas, over there in the Great Lakes area, but we are clear.
I'll take it.
I'll take it too.
And you can always get some pop-ups. I mean, when it's this hot.
We had a pop-up yesterday.
Yeah,
at
we
my
did
house.
too.
So yeah, it is clear.
I'll take it.
All right. Well, today we have got extreme heat warnings in our area, and so heat advisories and extreme heat warnings in our area. So if you are going to be outside, even for a minute, make sure you hydrate before you go out. If you're going to be out for a while, take some water with you, and just wear sunscreen. Be mindful of the heat and listen to your body. Listen to your body. If you start feeling bad, get into the cool weather. That's my heat advisory.
There you go.
PSA for the day. All right, today it's going to be near 99 degrees today. Heat index as high as 105, sunny and hot. Chance of thunderstorms after 1 p.m. Chance of precipitation 50%. Rainfall amounts less than 1/10 of an inch. Higher amounts possible if there are thunderstorms. Tonight, 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Partly cloudy, low around 71. Wednesday, 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly sunny. High near 92. Wednesday night, mostly clear, low around 68. Thursday, high near 89. Sunny. Thursday night, clear with a low around 64. Friday, sunny. High near 92. Friday night, clear with a low around 65. Saturday, high near 93, and then mostly clear Saturday night with a low around 66. Sunny, high near 88 on Sunday. Sunday night, partly cloudy, low around 62. And then Monday, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly sunny with a high near 83. Pollen count, tree pollen none, grass pollen low today. Ragweed is low. And the North Fork Lake water level, 561.73 feet. Level is 9.73 feet above full pool of 552. Bull Shoals Lake is at 672.80. Level is 13.80 feet above full pool of 659. And Bull Shoals is running 4 units. Norfolk Dam is running 2 units. And that is the weather brought to us by the Z Team.
We're going to take a commercial break.
Yeah.
Be right back.
We'll be right back.
Your senior health care specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
For all things glass, contact the professionals at Clear Results Glass in Mountain Home. Whether you're needing a rock chip repair or a full windshield replacement, Clear Results Glass can take care of all of your automotive glass needs with fast turnarounds at competitive prices. They service business and residential customers and can custom cut any glass or provide you with the right fit for your home windows, sliding doors, commercial glass, or even a frameless shower enclosure. Contact Clear Results Glass today for a quote or to schedule your next glass project. That's Clear Results Glass, located in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Hospice of the Ozarks, our purpose is you, not just your illness. We offer a compassionate plan of care that respects your dignity and honors your wishes with countless services and groundbreaking programs. We are committed to improving the quality of life for both you and your family. We provide care and support in the comfort of wherever you call home, but we also have the area's only hospice house when needed. As the only local not-for-profit hospice, we will never turn away a patient regardless of their ability to pay. Learn more at hospiceoftheozarks.org.
Oh, honey, we've had such a wonderful vacation here in the Ozarks. I really hate to go home.
I know. The lakes, the rivers, they've all been great for fishing. Oh, and the boating and the swimming.
And the people are so nice in the stores and restaurants.
Let's call an agent and see if we can make Mountain Home our new home.
Call the Z-Team, 870-405-0793. Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, Mountain Home.
870-405-0793. Hello, Z-Team?
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 Series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home.
Well, hello there. You're watching the morning show on XL7. Scooter and I are both a little punchy this morning. I don't know if I'm wound up on caffeine or just it's lack of sleep. I don't know what it is. But anyway.
Just punchy.
I'm just punchy. Yes, so, all right. Well, community events. It's time for community events brought to us by Ozarks Farm and Lawn. Hey, they have got all the farm and lawn and construction equipment you could ever ask for and more. And they've got a huge inventory right here.
They've got a massive inventory.
4423 East, Highway 62 West here in Mountain Home. Go on their website right now. No, not right now, but in a minute.
We can actually go right now, see?
Oh, we can't. Look at that. OzarksFarmandLawn.com. That's why I don't do tech and stuff. But you've got to check out the equipment, and they have pre-owned package deals. They have an amazing parts department, service department. They have promotions on their website.
They got some great financing options if you need it.
Yes, financing, and you can test drive, and their inventory, again, is just unmatched. So get on over there, okay? Tell them Scooter sent you. Ozarks Farm and Lawn, 870-425-3434 or OzarksFarmandLawn.com. 4423 Highway 62 West here in Mountain Home. All right, community events. Let's go with some of this, okay? Okay, this weekend on Saturday, August 23rd at 9 and 10 over at the Mountain Home City Pool, they are doing the Lifeguard Challenge. 26 to 35 years of age is at 9 o'clock, and 36 and older is at 10 o'clock. You have to register ahead of time, but you can contact Megan at MENGELER at cityofmountainhome.com, and she will answer your questions. It's a swim, tread, swim, and a 10-pound object retrieval, and it will help you to become eligible to be a certified lifeguard. City of Mountain Home Hickory Park Concert Series, August 23rd. That's a Saturday, right?
Yep.
Yeah, this Saturday. The Natural Disasters Band, 7 to 9 p.m., free entry over at Hickory Park here in Mountain Home. Food vendors will be available, no alcohol. What a fun time. And that's at 466 South Hickory Street. Sponsored by Lakeview Auto Sales and Lakeview Car Rentals. And then September 2nd through August 30th, there is a Sit and Be Fit class. Registration is open now. The fee is $20. That is through the Mountain Home Parks and Recreation. The time is Tuesdays and Thursdays from 12 to 1 p.m. And it's a exercises from the comfort of your chair. So sit and be fit, and you can register now through Mountain Home Parks and Recreation. And then this is the final weekend over at Twin Lakes Playhouse for their production of Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre, and tickets are $15, twinlakesplayhouse.org, or you can call 870-424-0444. They've had a very successful run, so get on over there for that. And auditions this Saturday, and then again this coming Monday for Nonsense, which is their next musical comedy production. And you can call for information on that to Angie Cotter Leach at 417-255-3439. 5 women ages 16 and up. So get on over there if you want to be on stage and can sing and do a little dancing. And
well, they've always got stuff going on over there.
Yes.
I mean, it never ends.
Yes,
That's awesome.
It never ends.
I love it.
And you can check it on their Facebook page too, because Twin Lakes Playhouse. And we have all of the events there on the Facebook page. So check that out. And that is the community events brought to us by Ozarks Farm and Lawn.
Ozark Farm and Lawn.
I love it when you do that. Yes, do the echo thing. I love that. So, all right.
All right, well, we got something a little different today.
Okay.
Our guest couldn't make it today.
Oh.
So, and it happens.
Once in a while.
Once in a while.
Yes.
Hopefully not too often. But
things come up.
It does. Oh, well.
But
well. we haven't. We've got a couple AGFC videos that we haven't played in a little while. One is over all the wildlife in the area, and a lot of it how it got started and what they did to build it. Another one's about bears and in our area.
And we do have bears.
We do.
Right now.
We do. We do. I've seen them.
Yes.
I've seen them. So they're really cool videos, very well done. So we're going to play a little bit of them.
So they don't have to listen to us for the next 30 minutes ramble.
We could.
No, I think it's much better to show the videos.
That way we can take a nap and you guys can watch a video.
Yes.
It's a win-win.
Yes, and it's educational stuff too, so pay attention, everyone.
All right, well, we're going to go ahead and go on to break, and then we'll come back and we'll have a couple videos for everybody to watch.
Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as it would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite, climate-controlled, and air-filtered boarding facility in the area, with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Providing caring, compassionate services at an affordable price is our goal at Connor Family Funeral Home. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that treats our friends and neighbors just like family, with a wide range of services and options to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area. Connor Family addresses all the details with no hidden fees, so you can rest assured that you are treated like family for a more personalized and worry-free service. That's Connor Family Funeral Home, where compassion and affordability meet, located in Mountain Home.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the Mountain Home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
It's a liquid.
There is a delight in the hardy life of the open. There are no words that can tell the hidden spirit of the wilderness, that can reveal its mystery, its melancholy, and its charm. The nation behaves well if it treats the natural resources as assets, which it must turn over to the next generation increased and not impaired in value. Conservation means development as much as it does protection. Theodore Roosevelt. In the early 1900s, President Roosevelt held a White House conference on conservation. As concerns about natural resources and wildlife grew, Americans were spreading west, replacing vast forests with cities, cropland, and pastures. Arkansas was changing, especially the wildlife. Elk, bison, and swan were completely gone from the state. Ducks, quail, and fish were harder to come by. Something had to be done. In 1915, Act 124 was signed into law, and the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission was born.
In 1916, Arkansas's first game wardens were hired for $80 a month, and they had to provide their own horses. Times have changed, and so have our tools, but the call to protect our state's wildlife and natural resources never will. I take a lot of pride in knowing we're all carrying on the legacy of those original 9 wardens.
In 1918, the Migratory Bird Treaty Act was passed. Unregulated hunting had caused populations of many bird species to decline sharply, and market hunting posed a similar threat to North America's waterfowl. The act set federal regulations on the hunting of migratory birds. And nearly 100 years later, that means plenty of ducks for us today.
During the 1920s, the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission took steps to increase the deer population in our state. As late as the 40s, the deer population remained bleak in Arkansas. Hunting was closed in several counties. But progress was being made, and with the help of the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, record harvests have become the norm with each deer season. One of the state's oldest and most successful fish hatcheries was dug by hand and by mule right here in 1928. As director of the Game and Fish Commission's Fisheries Division for many years, some of Joe Hogan's innovative principles for raising fish in ponds and transporting them across the state are still practiced today.
In 1937, the Pittman-Robertson Act provided federal assistance for projects to restore, enhance, and manage wildlife resources. Arkansas has used millions of dollars over the years for habitat projects just like this one.
In 1945, Amendment 35 became effective, making the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission an independent state agency. This gave the commission much needed stability and ushered in the way we still do business today.
This place is legendary among duck hunters. Thanks to the foresight of game and fish managers and commissioners nearly 70 years ago, this place is now known as one of the best places in the world to hunt mallards and flooded green timber. Alameda is one of the greatest places for the public to come hunt, and we're very fortunate to have it.
Thanks to the Dingell-Johnson Act signed in 1950, when you make purchases like this, you're actually giving back to fishing in our state.
In 1951, this beautiful place was completed. It's been stealing the hearts of fishermen for generations.
At the request of the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, NBC came to film a live duck hunt in 1956. and more than 250,000 ducks filled the air in front of the cameras on that day, and outdoorsmen have been flocking to our state ever since. 7 years later, I produced the first of many long-running fishing shows shot here in Arkansas.
How about that?
Yeah, pretty solid, guy. Appreciate your help.
Yes, sir.
Now, technology has really changed, but the thrill of filming the great outdoors never will.
We were known as the bear state long before we were known as the natural state, but black bears were almost hunted completely out of the state of Arkansas. Today we have over 5,000 bears in the state, thanks to the reintroduction effort in the 1950s and 60s. This reintroduction effort is recognized as the most successful reintroduction of a large carnivore in history. And we're very proud of that.
In 1971, hunter education classes began in the state of Arkansas. First and foremost, the Arkansas Game and Fish wants to make sure every hunt ends safely. It is something that has given me peace of mind and helped me to enjoy our hunting even more.
Can you imagine this beautiful spot being underwater? That's what would have happened had dams been put in place in the late 1960s. In part, thanks to the Arkansas Game and Fish, this became America's first national river, the Buffalo National River. Hundreds of thousands of people come to the Buffalo National River every year.
Elk once roamed Arkansas far and wide before the settlers transformed the landscape. Against the odds, the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission brought the elk back beginning in 1981. By 1998, the herd had grown large enough for a limited hunt. I got this one in 2004.
We're known for our miles of trails, wild game, and breathtaking views. When the 1/8 cent conservation sales tax passed in 1996, it gave the Game and Fish Commission much-needed funds to keep creating the habitats and improving the quality of wildlife our state reveres so much. It's nice to know that everyone in the state has a hand in helping nature.
I started my boat company right here in Arkansas. And in 2001, Game and Fish made boating safer for everyone by instituting boating education courses.
In 2001, the first of 4 Arkansas Game and Fish Nature Centers opened in Pine Bluff. Part classroom, part museum, part playground. These nature centers offer visitors walking trails, exhibits, and hands-on fun.
My love of fishing started long before we founded the Ranger Boat Company. In 2012, the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission resolved the minimum flow issue with the assistance of a lot of people. Now, trout have the habitat and conditions below Bull Shoals Dam to grow and thrive, and will benefit generations to come.
More than 100 years later, it is our mission to continue to carry out the legacy President Roosevelt once spoke about. Cherish these natural wonders. Cherish the natural resources. Cherish the history and romance as a sacred heritage for your children and your children's children.
This is our Arkansas.
My Arkansas.
My state.
This is my outdoors.
My weekend.
My life.
This is my everything.
This is my calling.
This is my legacy.
Thank you, Arkansas Game and Fish Commission.
You make the deer woods great.
You make the fishing great.
You make my state great.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Arkansas Game and Fish Commission.
Thank you for protecting our most valuable resource for 100 years.
It's a liquidation closeout at Sleep Mart. All 2024 Flex Steel recliners now 50 to 70% off retail. Plus, Sleep Mart will pay the tax on all non-clearance sale items. Hurry to Sleep Mart for the liquidation closeout today at 701 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Experience the best in Mexican dining. Letty's in Gassville. Voted numerous times as the best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Come out for delicious breakfast served all day. Or enjoy an authentic Mexican lunch or dinner. $1.49 tacos on Thursday. 10% discount for seniors every day. No time? Call Letty's and have your to-go order waiting for you. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties, weddings, holidays, or big events. The best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Letty's in Gassville.
Well, folks, have you ever been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before? Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going? See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should call the Z-Team.
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home.
If you're looking for something wonderful and delicious, then head on over to Paradise Cream for a homemade ice cream experience. With over 20 flavors to choose from, like German chocolate cake or sea salt caramel, it's always homemade and delicious. Paradise Cream has something for everyone and also carries dairy-free and vegan ice cream options. So whether you like it in a cup or in one of their homemade waffle cones, you're in for a wonderful dessert experience. Located at 1525 North Main Street in Harrison, right across from Pizza Hut and Castle Rental, or in Mountain Home next to Ramada Inn, because you're on your way to paradise.
Sleep Mart's liquidation closeout is on. All 2024 mattresses are 50 to 70% off retail, and we're paying the sales tax on all non-clearance sale items. Hurry to Sleep Mart at 701 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home for the liquidation closeout today.
Few people have a lukewarm reaction to the sight of a black bear. The most typical response is probably fear, followed closely by a sense of wonder. For some, black bears are a symbol of wilderness. For Myron Means, the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission's black bear biologist, bears elicit respect and admiration.
Their physiology, the lifestyle that they've evolved into, a feast and a fast lifestyle, you know, being able to go without food for 4 to 5 months at a time, have a gestation period, give birth, wean cubs. They're a truly remarkable animal.
The story of Arkansas's black bears almost ended tragically, but now it's literally a textbook example of wildlife management at its finest.
It was thought at the time of pre-settlement that Arkansas had maybe as many as 50,000 black bears in the state, and we were unofficially nicknamed the Bear State. Through the time of settlement, 1700s and 1800s, bears were market hunted for their fat, and they were almost hunted to extinction in the state. And by the late 1920s, the General Assembly of Arkansas actually made it illegal to bear hunt, to kill a bear in the state, but by that time it was almost too late.
As few as 3 or 4 dozen bears persisted in southeast Arkansas, in the bottomlands where the White and Arkansas rivers meet the Mississippi. But in 1958, the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission embarked on a plan to bring back black bears.
They brought 254 bears in from Minnesota and Manitoba, Canada, and they released them at sites in the Ozarks and Ouachita mountain ranges.
Arkansas Game and Fish released bears over a 10-year period. Historical upland forest had been cut down, but their rebirth gave rise to rich wildlife habitat.
That population flourished under those conditions, and it was so successful that by 1980, Arkansas Game and Fish Commission was able to reopen bear season in the state.
Bears are back, a natural part of the landscape, as they were before our forefathers set foot here. Today, the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission regulates bear hunting and keeps close tabs on the natural state's bears.
The population's thriving. We estimate that we have 4,000 to 5,000 bears in the state.
Black bears inhabit the Ozarks and Ouachitas, as well as the lower White River area.
Those 3 populations, we kind of treat them as distinct populations. There's not a lot of immigration and immigration back and forth into those populations from one another.
Bear season takes place in the fall in Arkansas and is controlled by various regulations and a quota system. The season has a set length, but also closes if hunters check a certain number of bears. Over the past 5 years, hunters have taken an average of 422 bears per season in the natural state. Considering there were less than a few dozen bears here just 90 years ago, it's one of wildlife management's most incredible success stories.
No other natural resource agency has ever reintroduced a large carnivore as successful as Arkansas Game and Fish Commission has. It's considered the most successful reintroduction of a large carnivore in history, not just Arkansas or the United States, but around the world.
To maintain that success, Myron Means and the Game and Fish Commission's bear team constantly monitor the state's bears. And while harvest numbers are instructive, they only tell part of the story.
Total length is 55. It's really critical for us in monitoring our bear population to kind of have an idea of how many bears are coming into the system, as well as how many bears are going out of the system that are harvested during the bear season. Well, the way we monitor how many bears are coming into the system is to have a good distribution of collared females across bear range. Of those collared females, we'll go in every year and do cub counts if they're in a cub cycle, or yearling counts if they have yearlings with them, because the cubs will stay with them for actually 2 den cycles. So by doing that, we're able to monitor reproduction effort and survival effort of those cubs up until the time they're a year old.
Radio collared female bears are tracked to their winter dens. Bears with cubs then get a visit from the Game and Fish Commission, giving us a deeper view into the black bear's world and the work that ensures a robust Arkansas bear population.
We're going to go quite a ways further down, but I just want to tell everybody from here on down we probably need to be as quiet as possible. She's just right down below the hill here, but we still have probably another 75 yards. This is a female, black, no chest blaze, and she is 5 1/4 pounds.
Keeping track of Arkansas's black bears requires an understanding of the number of bears leaving the population as a result of regulated hunting, but it also requires insight into how many bears are entering the population.
Arkansas's bear population is really good and really healthy, but it's not like we have 20,000 black bears in the state. We only have 4,000 to 5,000 bears in the state. So it's not like you see bears all the time. So unless you go in and put your hands on females with cubs, and unless you have good data from year to year to year, you really don't have any idea of what's going on with reproductive rates of our bear population.
Game and fish biologists have attached radio tracking collars to dozens of female bears across the state. That representative sample allows wildlife managers to track birth rates and cub survival and make informed management decisions. But first, you have to get to the bear den. Reaching a bear den in the Ozark National Forest isn't the easiest task.
The experienced mothers like to have their cubs in very remote, hard to access areas. Typically they're going to den down in deep ravines and stuff like that, and a lot of times they're pretty hard to access.
With the bear den just 20 yards away, biologists Myron Means and Matt Melson quietly prepare the drugs they'll use to sedate a bear that, contrary to popular belief, is not actually hibernating.
A lot of people think bears are true hibernators, and they're not. They can go through periods of kind of a deeper sleep, but they can also arouse immediately. Even though it's really cold and all that stuff, when we do these den surveys, those females, when we go in, they can hear us coming, it wakes them up, and they're always aware of what we're doing. Some of them are more aware than others. Okay, here we go. She has at least 2 cubs. You can hear 2 different cubs feeding. We just started her, and it'll generally take 10 to 15 minutes for the drug to take effect. Boy, I'm glad I got her in the neck. God, she's huge. She is big. She's got a freaking head that wide. She's always been a big bear. Man, that's a pretty good adrenaline rush. If you're an adrenaline junkie.
That's a pretty good rush, especially when she raises her head up and looks at you 3 feet away. See how her eyes are twitching, jumping. She wouldn't pass a field sobriety test right now.
15 to 20 minutes later, it's safe to begin the den survey. The first step is taking care of Mama Bear.
That drug dries out their eyes. They can still blink a little, but they don't have anything to lubricate their eyes.
Adhesive bandages keep dust and debris out of her eyes and also aid in calming the female while the rest of the den work progresses. The main focus of this research is the cubs, which give wildlife managers a window into the reproductive success of the state's bears.
Black, no chest blaze.
Biologists record identifying characteristics such as color and other markings. They weigh the cubs and take a series of measurements, including body length, chest circumference, and foot size. By plugging the measurements into a formula, wildlife managers can better estimate a cub's age and determine its developmental progress compared to known averages. Over time, the information gathered from these remote bear dens allows biologists to track trends in the bear population and adjust regulations as needed.
You know, if you impact the population too heavily on bears, instead of rebounding in a year or two like maybe a deer population would in an area or something like that, you're talking about a population that may take a decade to rebound.
Because bears have relatively low reproductive rates compared to other Arkansas mammals, annual den surveys provide vital information. Case in point, there was a significant decline in black bear reproduction for 2 years after an unusually late freeze in the spring of 2007.
You know, we had the Easter freeze in 2007, which decimated the soft mass and the hard mass crop for that year. All the fruits and berries in the summer that bears eat, all the acorns and nuts in the fall that bears eat, all that stuff was wiped out. That's why we monitor these bears every year. We were able to make adjustments to our harvest strategies statewide to offset such a high harvest rate and to allow our reproductive rate to come back up to where it needed to be, so we didn't have drops in the population overall. It's kind of the checks and balances.
On average, Arkansas's black bears give birth to 2 cubs every other year.
And the gestation period is only about 65 days for a bear, which is extremely short.
Cubs are born in January, weighing a ½ pound or less. They gain about a pound a week until they emerge from the den with their mother in April. The black bear's den cycle is another natural marvel.
Once she enters that den cycle in mid-November, she will not eat, she will not drink, she will not urinate, she will not defecate.
Bears can recycle intestinal nutrients during the denning process. They also can convert nitrogen from urea into amino acids that aid in muscle development.
And they can actually come out of a den cycle, lose 25% of their body weight, which is all fat, and still have more muscle mass, you know, 5 months, 4 months later when they come out of a den cycle with cubs.
Before this den survey ends, the adult female will get a thorough examination. This bear received new ear tags that identify her as part of the Game and Fish Commission's bear research.
I'll face it the opposite direction in case we can see her with binoculars. We'll have it coming pointing in both directions.
The bear cubs go back into the den with a mother bear who's showing signs of waking from her slumber.
Yeah, she's moving real well already.
Black bears are one of the natural state's most dynamic and fascinating animals. And thanks to the work of the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, the story of Arkansas's black bears continues to inspire.